Okay, well, thanks for that, Ben. And I have the pleasure of the company of up and coming Brummie band Overpass. Good afternoon, guys.
Afternoon.
Hi, nice to be here. Thanks.
No, no problem. You're welcome. Okay, so as I say, up and coming Brummie band. We've got three-quarters of the band with us today. But do you want to give the listeners a bit of an overview of who you are and what you play in the band?
I'm Max and I'm a lead singer and I play guitar.
I'm Indi. I play bass guitar.
I'm Joe and I play the drums.
Yay. So we're missing the lead guitarist, and his name is
Elliot.
Elliot Rowling.
I've only wrote half a name down there. I've got Ellie. Okay, so right on the back of your really successful debut launch, if you like, of One Night Lover, which is a brilliant single. I think it's kind of, everyone's been there, haven't they? Rolling out of nightclubs and whatnot. And is that what the song is about?
I'm not even old enough to go to a nightclub. So, no.
Who needs to be old enough?
It's the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all underage at the time. That was good. So I think we just tried to get that kind of typical, kind of youthful lyric in there with that story.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, yeah, I've been there many a times. It's usually snobs, but have you got a club of choice?
Yeah.
Oh, Quids in Coventry.
Oh, there you go.
What's the Quids in?
Oh, well, it is a very nice song. It's very endearing about, meeting someone on a night, etc., which is really good. But the good news, the exciting news, that's been really, really successful. You've also done a live stream with Sucker on Facebook since the lockdown, which was really successful as well. So well done, guys. But the exciting news is you've got a new release that came out Friday, haven't you? What's that one called?
It's called Other Side of Midnight. It came out on Friday, and it's it's our second single that you can listen to on all streaming platforms, and we're really excited for it. Like, we were very super happy and super grateful for the response we had from the first single, but I think that we all think that this one's a bit of a step up, so really, really excited for it to be out and just to kind of be gauging the feedback from everyone, which will be great.
That'll be excellent. Yeah, and it must be pretty tough during lockdown for you guys, especially it seems that, how long have you been together? Have you been together long? Has it most of it been during lockdown?
It's been a lockdown majority of it. We kind of had our first rehearsal in January 2020, so
January the 12th.
No idea. Yeah.
So you're not
not long at all. So we've been in lockdown longer than we've not been in lockdown.
Yeah. So you guys are going to absolutely burst when you can actually go out and perform to a crowd, which by that time, hopefully, we'll gather quite a fan base. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
I think it's definitely happened the good way around of we didn't have really high expectations of knowing what it's like being, going out and gigging and having live audiences. We kind of worked the other way around from having being really content with just doing live streams. And then when we do get big standing crowds, in the future, hopefully that would just be insane for us. So I think it's been all right, yeah.
You'll be the ones with stage fright. You'll be on there looking at the crowd going, oh, what's going on?
We won't know what to do.
Yeah, you won't. So you're all pretty local then, I take it? Whereabouts from Birmingham have you actually come from?
I'm Stetchford, me. I'm Stetchford way.
Yeah. Heartlands Hospital and all that.
yeah, that's the one.
What about you, Indi?
I'm on I'm in Solihull, so not in Birmingham, but kind of, we kind of just call Birmingham our base. Obviously Max is from Birmingham, and then since we're all on the rest of us are on the outskirts, and we always kind of go in to the city to rehearse at different studios, and so that's kind of where we would say
Digbeth is the meeting point.
Yeah,
Digbeth's the place to be. Digbeth is the heart. It really is. And what about you, Joe? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Kingshurst, but I don't live there anymore. So.
What's the matter with Kingshurst? I'm actually Miss Wood, next door to Kingshurst. So.
Oh, right, nice.
We're currently back in Lady Leisha, because she's from Kingshurst, isn't she? On Dancing with Ice.
Yeah.
She's soon to be the second most famous person from Kingshurst.
There you go. Yeah. There's Amelia as well.
Yeah.
There's a few sprouting up. I think Birmingham has got to be one of the most exciting places at the moment for like young and aspiring bands because there is just so many of them. And like, excuse me, even working with Switch, I've managed to speak to so many more during lockdown because you can do it over Zoom and you can get the time, you know, instead of taking them away from their, you know, creating or the performing, you can just do it over Zoom, and that way then we can still reach out to the crowd as well, which is fabulous.
Yeah, definitely.
So this new single, so it's out on Friday, it was out on Friday, and it's across all streaming platforms, and it's called Other Side of Midnight. Is this another kind of creative one that you're not quite sure what happens either side of midnight? Is it that type of thing, or?
Yeah, the theme of the song is kind of like you have like a friend or a partner who's going through a bit of a rough time, and it's about like reaching out a hand to kind of help them get through that, and to show them in a similar way to like One Night Lover, there's that kind of like young kind of excitement of like, you know, the kind of things, you know, the possibilities that are out there, but it has a bit more of a mature theme, I guess, in a way, kind of saying that you have people around who always want to help you out, and there's kind of a brighter side to what you might currently be seeing if you're in a dark spot. So yeah, that's kind of oh, I'm so sorry. You have to cut that out.
The dog's made appearance.
Yeah, well that's kind of the theme that the lyrics take. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So who is the writer in the group?
Mainly Max, and then kind of I sometimes write some of the lyrics as well, and then we all work on the music together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool, that's brilliant. And Max, when did you realise that you wanted to be in a band, that you were a singer rather than the musician?
Oh, I joined these guys first. This was we had like another band before. This was like a year before we'd formed. In the summer when we were all in year 11, we thought we'd just have a jam, nothing serious. It was like that. And then I joined as a lead guitarist, and I kind of quickly
forced into being the singer.
I kind of started just doing it, and it just grew. And then when we all got back together like a year later, we were like, we know which roles we wanted to do, and we all changed around. It was just a load of fun, and I've always liked that idea of kind of you know, performing and just getting out there doing your songs.
The frontman gig. And what about and what about influences? Because on Sucky you did a cover of the Kooks, which are they a band that you like and that you listen to a lot? And what other influences have you had?
Yeah, like the Kooks are a good one. I've seen them live, but they were really good. So I think we kind of all like formed over a mutual love of the Arctic Monkeys, so that's kind of an influence. I think like the Strokes, and even newer acts like Inhaler from Dublin. They were just amazing, and they're doing bits at the minute. And I also love the Birmingham bands, the Claws. Love the Claws.
Yeah, their Christmas gig is sort of what's the word, got us back together.
Oh right, okay. Was that that was the one at the O2?
Yeah. That was the one.
We haven't done it ever since. I think we sort of went our ways with the old band. Instead of when 5 days later we'd formed a new band again.
So the Claws actually inspired you to get back together. That's fantastic. That's really good. The lads are really chuffed to hear that. You could get on the support list if if they're playing any big gigs.
Actually, we supported them at the Glee Club. That was our first gig. We managed to do it, and it was like a social distance. Everyone was sitting down, but it was really fun. And they're really top guys for having us on there, to be honest, for our first gig, supporting them.
I know.
That's it. And they're lovely lads, and they're from Kingshurst, Joe.
There you go.
One or two of them are anyway. No, that Glee Club one was so good because I missed out. It sold out really quickly, so I didn't manage.
That's the only reason we tried to get on the support for it, because I missed out on getting tickets.
Yeah.
But it obviously worked. There you go. And how did you find that social distance gig? How was it?
I was on it was really good, I think. And I think there was less pressure on us to perform, because it wasn't like a massive standing sellout crowd.
Yeah.
It was a mixture of like it was good because it was a smaller audience, because obviously if everyone's on tables, you can't fit as many people. And it was like a really nice venue for a first gig as well, because it's quite, you know, a little bit professional and everything's managed really well there. But then you also have, you know, it's quite nerve-wracking how everyone's kind of sat down and just watching you instead of dancing around and moving around. So in a way it feels like there's more eyes on you, and there's more, a little bit more like, I don't know, a bit more nervous.
Well, we were really nervous because we thought no one can get into it. But when we were up there, when you're doing your thing, your time flies, doesn't it? So
and then after, it's really nice afterwards to have lots of
having that sort of entry level to gigging, to sort of dip our toes in a bit. Now we're ready to go on to the proper thing and get bigger.
Yeah. As I say, you guys are going to burst when you actually, you know, headline your own show and have your own fan base there. It's just going to be absolutely amazing. So,
really exciting.
And if you carry on with the feedback that you're getting from your singles, it's going to be just wild. It really is. Maybe the Claws can support you guys.
Oh, no.
Never.
Wow.
Never.
No, you're right though. There's loads of Birmingham-based bands that are so good. The Sonic Gun and Sonic Wave kind of festivals that were supposed to be happening last year.
Sound amazing. Yeah.
The head.
Sonic Gun. Yeah,
they're great. Top guys.
That's it. But the list of people that were playing, I'm like, I'm done. I'm just going to sit there for 2 days and watch all these bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the twang. Would have went to go see them. Love it.
Yeah, they're good. I went to see them years ago. I'm so much older than you, but yeah, they were. Do you know the Hummingbird down on Dale End? Or what was the Hummingbird? See, that's how old. Never mind. Yeah, I've seen them a couple of times actually. Saw them in Moseley Park as well about 5 years ago. I know it was Ocean Colour Scene that were headlining, but the Twang supported. So yeah, they're pretty good as well.
Right.
So, Joe, have you got any bands around in Birmingham that you like as well, other than the Claws?
Well, there's loads of them. Ivory Wave and The Assist.
I've seen them as well. Yeah.
I think The Assist particularly because I saw them first as a support act, and they have more people in the gig for their support act than the headline.
Wow.
And they stuck out to me, and they just had good songs. Every single song was just different, but it was just class.
I think people can be a bit scared of listening to music that they don't actually know, but I love it, and I think it's great. And as you say, Joe, you know, you can go to see a band, and it'll, you know, even the support, you're like, oh, these are all right, and then it's a banger. The next one's great. The next one's a banger, and it's just, you know, so never, you know, I always say to my friends, never be afraid of going to see a band you don't know, because they're all very, you know, they want to go and see bands that have already established and have already got big names. But that's when you pay the big money as well. And it's like, well, I don't want to pay £60, you know, when I can go down to Digbeth, watch 3 bands for £7. Not trying to put you out of an income or anything, but
no.
So when you do get back into
shows that, you know,
when you do get back into gigging, where do you want to go? Where's your aim? Where do you want to play?
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of starting. We want to do some of the classic rum venues, Sunflower Lounge,
you have to work your way up.
Mama Roo's, I think.
Yeah,
we'll like kind of have that in the future plan, hopefully, and then eventually the aim would be kind of like the O2 Institute or Academy, but that's in the future, you know, maybe supporting someone there. But those venues are so cool.
Or like the little room in there.
Yeah.
Like the 5
very end goal. I want to St Andrews, the Blues Ground. Get to that point, I can retire.
That's it. You've made it then. Well, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you this afternoon, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how you get on, and all the best wishes for all your singles. And as I say, it's available on streaming platforms wherever you get your singles from. So good luck then, guys. Thank you, Max, Indi and Joe, and Ellie, who's absent, but good luck. And we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Back over to bed.